What if one person standing against impossible odds could alter the course of a civilization? History isn't just about armies or treaties. Sometimes it's about the will of a single soul. Some lives burn so brightly they illuminate the path for generations. Change often seems slow, but sometimes one person's conviction becomes the pivot of history. These moments create legends, not for their drama, but for the truths they reveal about human potential. Unexpected heroes, rising from ordinary lives, choose sacrifice over safety. True power isn't always in armies or wealth, but in the heart of a single warrior, a philosopher with a sword, or a young girl who hears the voice of God. Their legacies are about the ideas they fought for and the inspiration they left behind. This essay explores three such figures: Leonidas of Sparta, Miyamoto Musashi of Japan, and Joan of Arc of France. Each lived in a different world, fought for different reasons, yet all showed extraordinary courage and left a lasting impact. By examining their journeys, we see how the courage of one can echo through time and change the world. Before modern warfare, the fate of nations often rested on the strength and skill of individual warriors. Battles were personal, brutal, and decided by courage and steel. Warriors embodied their society's values and honor, forged from childhood for combat. In Sparta, every male citizen was shaped into a defender. In Japan, samurai followed Bushido, and in Europe, knights pledged themselves to God and king. A single skilled warrior could turn the tide of battle. These warriors became cultural icons, their deeds immortalized in legend and song. Their stories taught generations about courage, sacrifice, and loyalty. Figures like Leonidas, Musashi, and Joan emerged from worlds where personal bravery could change history. Their societies looked to them for both protection and inspiration. In the age of sword and shield, one warrior truly could matter. In 480 BC, the Persian Empire threatened to crush Greece. The city-states, divided and desperate, faced annihilation. King Leonidas of Sparta, a veteran leader, chose to make a stand at Thermopylae, a narrow pass where a small force could hold back the Persian tide. He selected 300 Spartans, all fathers, signaling this was a mission of sacrifice. For 2 days, they held the pass, their discipline and armor devastating against the Persians. Betrayed by a local, the Greeks were outflanked. Leonidas dismissed most allies, staying with his Spartans and a few others to fight to the last man. Their stand was not about victory, but about sending a message: freedom is worth dying for. Though a tactical defeat, Thermopylae became a rallying cry, uniting Greece and buying time for future victories. Leonidas's legacy is ultimate defiance. He inspired a nation to fight for its freedom. His story endures as a symbol of courage against overwhelming odds. Centuries later in Japan, Miyamoto Musashi, a masterless samurai, forged his legend not as a king, but as a relentless seeker of mastery. Orphaned young, Musashi dedicated his life to the sword, traveling Japan to challenge the best. He was undefeated in over 60 duels, most famously defeating Sasaki Kojiro with a wooden sword he carved from an oar. Musashi's victories were not about fame, but about perfecting his craft and understanding himself. As he aged, he turned inward, living as a hermit and writing the Book of 5 Rings, a treatise on strategy, perception, and self-mastery. His teachings transcended combat, offering lessons for any discipline. Musashi's legacy is that of a philosopher-warrior. True mastery is conquering oneself, not others. The Book of 5 Rings remains influential, studied by martial artists, strategists, and leaders worldwide. Musashi showed that the greatest warrior achieves clarity and inner peace. His life is a testament to discipline, insight, and the pursuit of excellence. He became a symbol of the path to self-mastery. In 15th century France, ravaged by war, a teenage peasant girl named Joan claimed to hear divine voices. Her mission: drive out the English and see the Dauphin crowned king. Despite skepticism, her faith and conviction inspired soldiers and commanders alike. In 1429, Joan was given command to relieve Orléans. Against all odds, she led the French to a miraculous victory in 9 days. Her presence transformed the army, turning despair into zeal. Joan then led the campaign to Reims, where the Dauphin was crowned Charles VII, fulfilling her prophecy. Her rise was meteoric, but her fall was tragic. Captured, tried for heresy, and burned at the stake at 19. The king she crowned abandoned her, but her death made her a martyr, and a symbol of French resilience. Joan's faith saved a nation and inspired generations. She became a saint, embodying courage, conviction, and national identity. Her story endures as a beacon of hope and inspiration. Leonidas, Musashi, and Joan share a surprising thread. None sought power for its own sake. Leonidas sacrificed himself for freedom, not conquest. Musashi rejected wealth and status, seeking enlightenment and mastery over himself. Joan, a peasant girl, led armies out of faith, not ambition, and wished only to return home after her mission. Their leadership was born from duty, conviction, and a sense of something greater than themselves. Each paid a heavy personal price, Leonidas with his life, Joan with betrayal and execution, Musashi with isolation. Their stories are not just about glory, but about sacrifice and humanity. Their true strength was their willingness to endure suffering for a higher cause. They remind us that heroism is rooted in profound humanity. The impact of these warriors didn't end with their deaths. Their stories became powerful symbols shaping cultures for centuries. Leonidas and his Spartans became the Western archetype of heroic sacrifice, inspiring generations to value freedom. Milan Labe, come and get them, remains a cry of defiance. Musashi's philosophy transcended martial arts, guiding strategy and self-mastery in Japan and beyond. His teachings influence leaders, athletes, and artists worldwide. Joan of Arc's legacy is complex: heretic, heroine, saint, and symbol of French identity. She's been invoked by revolutionaries, nationalists, feminists, and the church alike. These figures became more than historical actors. They became models of behavior and belief. Leonidas taught the value of dying for freedom, Musashi the path to inner perfection, Joan the power of faith. Their actions became universal lessons, inspiring revolutions, building identities, and guiding personal growth. Their echoes remind us that one person's courage can shape the world long after they're gone. The stories of Leonidas, Musashi, and Joan converge on a single truth: greatness lies in courage, conviction, and standing for something larger than oneself. They were ordinary people who faced extraordinary circumstances with resolve. Their legends endure because they represent the human aspiration to live with purpose and make a difference. Each led in their own way: Leonidas through duty, Musashi through self-discipline, Joan through faith. Their authority came from inner strength, not traditional power. In a world that often feels overwhelming, their stories remind us that individuals can shape history. They challenge us to defy cynicism, to hold fast to our principles, and to be brave in the face of adversity. We all face our own battles and choices between what is easy and what is right. Their legacies ask, what do we stand for? What price will we pay for our beliefs? Their lives prove that one person, armed with conviction, can leave a mark on eternity.